Welcome back, everybody, to Plaid Couch. Today we're trying out a new video format for the After Hours series. I have several confessions that are Plaid Couch related. And basically, Matthew and Jaylene will be working together to say if these confessions are the truth or a lie.
Oh shit, okay. We're gonna learn that, we actually, have been making money this whole time, and Tegan just hasn't been paying us.
Well, that brings me to the first one.
Oh boy, okay.
First actual confession. I thought of the Plaid Couch name months in advance when we were discussing the start of the channel. However, I saved it and threw worse names out there, so when Plaid Couch was mentioned, it seemed like a better name when I finally brought it up.
Oh, no.
This so sounds like something Tegan would do too. Fuck.
Tegan playing that 4D chess. Holy cow.
I'm trying to because we had some shitty names planned out.
They were very bad.
Yeah, there was a point where we were just throwing anything out there.
And because of that, I think I'm gonna lean more towards false. I think that maybe he thought of it beforehand, but then maybe do what I do sometimes, so they get a little embarrassed by it. Not that it's bad, just because you get embarrassed by your own ideas sometimes. So I'm thinking part of this might be true, but I'm leaning more towards no, just because there were some bad names we had. But that does go with his logic. But we were really throwing names at the wall, and nothing was sticking. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was true.
Tegan, I'm going to have to agree with Jaylene, because I think you're kind of like Bird Guy a little bit. Not as good as him, but you can play some chess, so.
Oh, no, I cannot.
Okay, checkers then. Fuck it, I don't care.
Alright, this one's a lie. We're going with lie.
Going with lie?
Lie.
It was a lie. It was not months in advance. It was literally a spur of the moment thing because a channel name was taking us so long to think of, and it was just one of those days. Either I just moved the Plaid Couch to my house, or I was still living with my parents at the time, and they had the Plaid Couch in an area, and I was just sitting there. I went, And then we shortly hung out after that, and it was like, what about this name?
And we all unanimously agreed.
Yep.
We all agreed.
Jaylene was not. She went,
I like it now.
Ew!
I did do that. I think I was at first really...
She threw up in her mouth a little bit, actually. I hated being the first person to speak in a Plaid Couch video.
This is true.
This
is true. Because I think we all hated that first video. And we were making fun of Tegan when he opened his mouth the first time.
Here's the logic. Tegan hates dinner dates. We learned that. And because of that, he hates starting conversations. So I'm going to go with the true for that.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I'm the same way.
It was an awkward video to film, and I stood on business. I was like, I'm not doing the first intro. There ain't no way.
So, that was the truth. And it's not because of that. It was more so I did not want to be the first voice I heard when I was editing.
That makes sense. Yeah. Because
I figured really I could ease myself into it if I heard you guys first. But it was basically just ripping the Band-Aid off and getting in there, so... Yeah,
it's awful, when you first start editing, and it's like, oh my god, I'm actually the most annoying person ever.
You hype yourself up for about an hour, just being like, alright, I gotta do it, and then it's like, oh, yeah this isn't too bad.
Yeah, now I looked at myself...
Clicking that play button, he was like, do I wanna...
Yeah. It's easy now that we've done it for so long, but I do get that. I just remember how awkward that first video was to film.
Oh yeah.
And I never get awkward around you guys, but god damn, that was you could feel the tension in the room.
The practice videos and then the actual first recording we did was just like, oh shit, we're finally doing this.
the practice video wasn't so bad because we didn't have a camera yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this will be fine. And then we got the camera, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah,
This
is
sucks.
awful. This sucks.
One of the first ideas I thought of for Plaid Couch was movie maintenance. We eventually got to that. However, one of the concepts was going to just be a voiceover with Plaid Couch / myself being portrayed as a Pepe Silva meme stills from that episode and scene, but with the Plaid Couch logo as the head with a face drawn on it.
Oh, that's pretty in depth. So I'm gonna have to go with
I think that was
on
true
that.
also. Also,
Yeah,
because Tegan's referenced that meme quite a bit for somebody who's not, like, actually watched It's Always Sunny. Like, I know
I
you've
have
seen
watched,
episodes,
yeah.
but, like... But you haven't watched it like I've watched it.
Oh, sorry.
20
let
fucking
the
times, I
Redditors
really
know,
just-
Jaylene.
As I was saying that, I cringed myself.
Sorry I don't obsess over a show.
It's just like you're not vocally that big of a fan of it. Like most people who watch Sunny, I feel like can't shut the fuck up about it. They're annoying about it. Me, I'm annoying about that show.
So.
But no, you like dressed up as the meme one year.
Mm-hmm.
Like you brought it up. I think that's true. And like Matthew said, it was too in depth to not be true. I think.
It was.
I'm gonna go with true.
Yeah, it was true. And this was back when we like pitched Plaid Couch to each other, but weren't sure on the path to go. So I was like, well, if we're all kind of just using Plaid Couch as a point for our individual videos. Not that I was against showing my face, but I was like, it'd just probably be easier to do this to start. So I'm sure I could find those poorly photoshopped images somewhere. But yeah, that was.
Did you go through and like actually Photoshop them and have them
Oh yeah.
like ready to go, or like, oh shit, okay.
It's probably on my 15-year-old MacBook, though, or like my 10-plus-year-old MacBook from college.
Gotcha. Okay.
So cutting it out with the mouse on the laptop did not go well.
I can imagine it would.
I have reached out to the creator of Share It With the World.
I'm gonna say false, but I think he will eventually. Because, like
I-
Andy said, he's already told us that he thought about it.
Yeah. Oh, great. I thought
This
you
one, I
already
think-
did. I thought you already did talk to them.
Maybe I did.
I think this one's a little bit of a trick. I think since he's put that bug in our ear, that he wants us to think that he did it without telling us.
I also said Your Ask Me Anything was going to be The Sims, but
And that was a little trick, too. It's a little trickster.
I'm like the Loki of Plaid Couch.
I don't say that. Don't even get me started on that. For the people watching, I'm a Loki girl, so it kind of will ruin it for me. I'm thinking false.
Maddie, what are you thinking?
Hmm.
I think it's a trick.
You think it's a trick for sure?
I think. Well, I don't know for sure. If I knew for sure, I wouldn't be like guessing.
Oh God! All right, we'll
I'm
go
gonna
with
go lie.
false. We'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lie? It is a lie, but you both are correct. I do plan on eventually reaching out. I want to have a larger base first instead of just being like, hey, we're a channel with 30 subscribers and we use your song Love Ya. Like, if we get 1,000 subscribers, which, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe. I don't know. We've been doing this for over a year. I still suck at plugging us.
Tyga just got nervous like a middle school boy gets nervous asking a girl to the dance.
Oh, she would have to ask
you
me.
want to?
I would never ask a woman to the dance. An ex-girlfriend reached out after watching a Plaid Couch video and asked if they could be on an episode sometime.
I know you said that someone that you dated found Plaid Couch. I don't know if it's like an ex or if it's someone like more casual. I'm gonna go true though.
I'm gonna go
It's
true.
too similar to like a anecdote you told us not too long ago.
Hope it's true.
It's a lie.
Ah, shit!
We should have known. All Tegan's exes hate him.
Yeah.
He's toxic as fuck.
All his exes was his exes.
There is one ex that was like, "Oh, this Plaid Couch thing, pretty interesting."
I
went,
remember that.
Thanks. And then there was another ex. There was something from a podcast. Like, this ex and I are cordial. Like, we'll message like once every few years, just out of the blue. And it's just like, "Hey, hope you're doing well." And I mentioned a story that involved her or something. And I was just like, "Oh, remember this? Ha ha ha." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, ha ha." And that was it.
You sent it to her?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, did you send her the podcast or?
I think it was just a clip.
Oh, I was like, watch this whole podcast.
No.
You get this one little clip.
We aren't that cordial anymore.
I was like, that'd be a little much if an ex did that to me. It's like, I know we get along, but I'm not watching your hour-long podcast.
We get along, but goddamn, dude.
There were a few videos released where I appear with glasses on. The reason I wore those glasses was because I burnt my face and tried to hide the burns from the camera.
True.
Yeah.
That was
It
true.
was cool.
Tegan, I literally just thought about this the other day. That one is true.
Yeah.
He was so nervous.
It is true. And it was like right here on my face. Because in the Midwest,
I thought
we burn trash. So it's just... And sticks and
I
leaves.
literally thought about that. I literally thought about that the other day because one of my cats accidentally scratched me on the nose
Oh.
right here, and I have it covered up with concealer right now. But earlier this week, I didn't feel like doing my makeup for work, and I straight up just wore my glasses to work, which I never do. And I was like, "Oh, it's like Tegan in that one Plaid Couch video."
Yeah.
Except for I didn't burn my whole face.
I think it was 2 of the Ask Me Anythings and
I know.
a Reddit
Yeah,
video.
it was the Nicktoons and the Cryptids Ask Me
Yep.
Anythings, and then some random Reddit videos. So if you find the Reddit video and leave it in the comments, I will.
And you
give
can
a
still
like on
see
your
it. The
comment.
glasses don't hide it perfectly, but I wore
You have to
that
be
the
looking
hat
for it.
and glasses just to try to hide my Harvey Dent face. I have fallen asleep while editing videos and accidentally deleted progress.
Oh, shit.
That's got to be true.
That's gotta be true.
I think I think him falling asleep editing videos is definitely true because I've almost fallen asleep editing videos. If this is a trick, it might be like he hasn't actually deleted progress, but I think it's true.
Going with true?
Mhm.
It is true.
Oh no!
You goddamn workaholic.
And let me tell you,
would've
I was not
actually
happy.
I'd have lost my damn mind. That's why I drink like 2 energy drinks.
I will
if
say
can
I don't
delete
know
my
if
editing stuff.
I deleted the progress or every now and again my computer will like reboot and it doesn't always save what I was working on. So is it correlation or causation there? So I'll just say for the sake of this, because I fell asleep, progress was deleted.
fault.
Yeah.
Do you remember what video it was on?
Oh god, it was an earlier one. Probably an Ask Me Anything if I was a betting man. Because I would work on those like multiple nights. In a majority of Plaid Couch videos, I have paused while editing or watching it because I'm surprised how good I look.
Fuck yeah, dude. You're such a narcissist. No. I'm gonna say false.
I hope it's a lie just because I'm gonna be completely like vulnerable with you guys. I will have the opposite issue editing sometimes where it's like I get so self-critical about how I look in a video that I gotta step away.
Oh. You look
So,
fine.
so if Tegan says true, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. So
I
I'm
will
gonna say
say that
false. I will say
Tegan-
lie for my own sanity.
Tegan does pull off that purple flannel. That's his best
Wow,
color.
it says lie.
You're a piece of shit. Listen,
It's not like the whole video. I'll just look and go, hey,
It's good.
that angle's flattering on me.
But you have to step away.
No,
We've done videos.
I just pause the video and I go, looking
okay.
good, and then I continue.
I was thinking, and then it's probably me projecting.
I was like,
like
sheesh, damn, boy.
It's like, you gotta go, like, take a lap. Okay, I get that. Because I've definitely seen videos of ours, like, usually the ones I don't edit, because I'm not so critical, but they'll come out, and I'll be like, I look good. God damn. Like, I look good there. And then, like, that's it. Okay, that makes me feel better.
I'm not rubbing one out.
I was thinking it's like, oh, I gotta go take a break because I look so goddamn good.
God damn.
I'm like, well, that's a little much.
I need an hour nap after that.
I need a break. Too hot.
I am worried that my current or future employers will find Plaid Couch and that will cost me a job.
I hope this is true because I have the same fear.
I'm going to say true, but I don't have that same fear. I hope they do find it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is true. I'm not ashamed of Plaid Couch or anything like that, but it is one of those things we do say some vulgar stuff from time to time. I say some vulgar stuff from time to time. If they ever find
your underwear,
there's a picture of me in my underwear. If they ever find the Nice Guys Reddit video,
that might be your undoing right there.
That may just prevent me from ever getting a job, a future girlfriend, anything right there.
Or on the bright side, some director's looking at it. He's like, "Yeah, I need
he's
a
got
synth boy in my."
He's got range.
Perfect.
He could play an incel.
I think it's gonna get cast in Reddit the movie.
Oh
with Jack Black and Chris Pratt.
This probably would be the cast.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know, like some hot babe for some reason. Like, they'll put Sydney Sweeney in there. Just because.
I hate portraying the Wolfsbane character.
I think he secretly loves it.
I think he loves it to death, honestly.
I think he's a little embarrassed by it, and I think he hates that it's out there and it's our most viewed video. But I think he secretly loves it. I think he loves to hate it.
Yeah.
I'm going true.
True.
Or what? The one that where you.
So
I'm sorry, I just got confused.
So
sorry.
If it was the truth, I
hate
hate portraying the Wolfsbane character. It's a lie.
So we thought lie.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So you hate doing Wolfsbane?
No,
no part of you enjoys it?
No, Jaylene, you're getting yourself twisted.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Cut this.
So, yeah. I think the reason I like playing Wolfsbane is because I can just say the most unhinged, stupid stuff. It's like...
Yeah, you could be your true self on camera.
Exactly. I can finally say what I think about women.
But also, I think, not to, like, pull back the curtain, but, like, kind of how we always joke about, like, how I hate the name Plaid Couch. I did hate it at first, but, like, I really do like it now. It makes, I think, the bit funnier if, like, you kind of, like, hate being Wolfsbane.
There is some regret because I think we've talked off camera before, but it's almost like at a certain point I just stopped thinking, and whatever part created Wolfsbane goes into overdrive and just starts taking over. So the Wolfsbane character has like possessed me, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? That's the part I hate, because it's like, God, is the bit going too far? Starting this channel has helped me with my self-esteem and anxiety issues.
I think that's true.
I think that's true for all of us. We've all kind of got a little bit more confident in ourselves,
Yeah.
especially on the camera.
I wouldn't say that it's helped my anxiety. I think my anxiety's gotten a little worse since starting Blood Couch, but that's me personally. But I would say in Tegan's case that, yeah, that's true. Especially since we learned that he's been checking himself out while he edits.
I mean, Tegan does look good in some of those videos.
Hey, thanks.
Alright, we're going true.
It is true. Yeah, I mean, one of my biggest things was public speaking still gets me every now and again. But just being on camera, yeah, I've gotten so comfortable with that.
Some would say too comfortable.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
not enough. We need more.
I want the people to see
We
who
need
I
more
am,
pictures of
Jaylene. I'm
Spider-Man.
not putting on a mask.
Mask on. How does that song go? How old is that song? 3 years?
Mask
I
by
don't know.
Dream.
Yeah, sure. Wait,
Oh my god.
yeah.
I think that's what Matthew was talking about, yeah.
I have purposefully edited out several of your jokes so I appear funnier in videos.
That would be the shittiest thing ever if you did that.